good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let me turn this down. So, I'm gonna just give y'all a little update. What's going on with me? When I first came into information, I guess what you would call an awakening. You know, the type of information that I came across was, the straw man. And the rabbit hole that comes along with that, right? And so that was kind of like my introduction, you know what I mean? Nationality, the straw man, just this whole concept, right? And and after a while, I just kind of moved from it. I just kind of like ate the meat and spit the bones, I guess, in kind of a sort of a way. I kind of, I just looked at it as, okay, this could be true, but I didn't really see it as anything that should be taken action upon. Let me just say it that way. I looked at it as, okay, that may be true, but what can you do about it? Meaning that, when you look at the powers that be, they have a way of enforcing their ways and what they want. They have a means to enforce those things, right? Meaning that, you know what I mean? Like if you do something and you make somebody unhappy, a group of people can come knock at your door, and they can come knock at your door and say, you coming with us. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you was doing, don't worry about it. You coming with us, right? Because that's called being empowered. You see what I'm saying? It's really a power thing. And so, now I'm coming to this point where it's just like this information has just keep coming my way. You know what I mean? Somebody's saying something, and it's to the point where it's like, not that I'm being forced to revisit it, but it's like, okay, maybe I should be looking into this, because why does this keep coming my way? You know what I mean? Something was said by somebody who, I would say that the things that they say, I would say that something was said by somebody who I believe is intelligent. I don't know this person. I never met him. I don't, so I don't know who they are really, right? But I've been watching them, I've seen them through the years. You feel what I'm saying? I've seen them through the years, and I know this person to be intelligent. So when the person says something about this information, I said, well, maybe it's something with it, right? So I started looking into it a little bit, and I still was just, I don't know, man. Because like I said, if you make anybody unhappy, if you make anybody unhappy, or the wrong group of people unhappy, that might not stop them from coming knocking on your door and saying, you coming with us. Whatever you was doing, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just come with us, right? And so, but I say all that to say is that I'm looking into this information now. Where is it going to go? I don't know, right? And if I see this to be any type of way, because people is selling this information, right? So, you know, I'm on TikTok, and somebody was having a build. It was like a host type of situation, and you know, it was a discussion, and I wanted to get in on the discussion because, you know, I wanted to, you know, bring up a few points, because I seen that through the things that they was talking about, I could benefit to the conversation. But however, I wasn't let on. I didn't get in. I didn't really get to say anything. I was kind of like, wasn't trolling in a way, but I was kind of like, you know, I was in the comments, you know, putting my 2 cents in. And, you know, I don't know. They don't know me. You know, they might have just been looking like, who is this dude? You know what I mean? So it's cool. Ain't no big deal. I don't really care about that. But the information comes up again. You know, about the straw man, the birth certificate, all of this stuff. And, you know, I've heard these things through the years, right? And the idea that a lot of people speak about these things is that, you know, if you buy somebody's services or get a status correction or something along those lines, you know, all of these problems, or, you know, that you may be facing could just disappear, or you can get yourself out of slavery, blah, 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 blah. But the thing that always gets me, especially with this type of information, you know, is, why do you need my money? Why do you need to sell something to me? You know what I mean? If you got the capability, right, to just, you know, use something off of your, and this is just my way of thinking. I'm not totally discarding anything, because I'm admitting right now I'm looking into the information. I'm going to study it. I'm going to analyze it. Right? I'm going to analyze it. You know what I mean? But my thing is, you know, if you got this capacity to pull from funds from a secret source that you're entitled to, or, you know, whatever the case may be, able to get rid of debt, or whatever the case may be, why do you need my money? You know what I mean? It's the same way with the stock gurus. You know what I mean? If you are able to make money in the stock market, and you good, and you make money in the stock market, why do you need my money? I don't get this part. You know, why do you need to sell a service? You know what I mean? And I kind of understand, because it's obvious that you need, or you want the money. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, if you was really good, would you really need the money? So I don't know. And you know, that's just how I think about it. So we'll see where this go. I'm looking into the information. You know what I mean? I'm gonna analyze it. I'm gonna look into it. I always thought it was interesting. You know, I always thought it was interesting to see, you know, what's really being said, what these things really mean, you know, how they made dupe. Or, you know, it's kind of like an esoteric, it's almost like esoteric law information. You know what I mean? You know how we look at scriptures or whatever, and you have the gross meaning, but spiritually insighted individuals had a esoteric knowledge. You know, it's kind of like that with law. So I always thought that was interesting for anybody that could break that down that way, right? But I'm gonna be honest with you, I never felt like I'm gonna give it a try. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never just felt like, yeah, I'm taking these bastards to court. I'll figure some shit out, and you know what I'm saying? my God. But I I could be ignorant right now. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, because like I said, I haven't mastered that information. I've looked into it, but I just kind of, I just kind of felt like it's trouble. Like, okay, like people talk about correcting your status. You know what I mean? Correcting your status and things of that nature. And essentially, if I'm not mistaken, then you won't be a citizen of the United States anymore. So if you tell these people, you know what I'm saying, I'm cool, I want nothing to do with that, you know what I'm saying, I'm revoking, you know what I'm saying, I'm revoking that. You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't they have the right to just kick you up out of here? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not a citizen, then why are you here? Okay, you could just go. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm going to look into it. These are just natural questions that arises. You know what I mean? I don't profess to know everything. I could be totally wrong. But, I am very skeptical of internet personalities. I am very skeptical of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, a lot of this information that I see some of these people saying, I kind of feel like they're trying to get people locked up, that it's entrapment. That it's entrapment. You can be entrapped. There is entrapment. There is setups where if you dumb enough to do it, they'll lock you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be entrapped. You can be enticed to break the law. You can be enticed to break the law. And they figure, well, if you would do it, and you did it, you tried it, and you attempted it, your intentions was to break the law. So, that's kind of how I felt about this information. I kind of felt like, is these people trying to get people locked up? Are they being paid to get people jammed up? Could these people be plants implanted online being paid to get people jammed up? But however, I'm gonna look into it, because you know what I'm about. I'm about truth. That's what my channel is about. It's about truth. It's about what's real. You know what I'm saying? Separating the real from the fake. You know what I mean? That's what this is about over here. If we bring it to the table, we want to see if it's the real deal or not. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sort through this information, and we're gonna take it from there. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna take it from there. And before I go, I want to see if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. It seemed like it was something else that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, it was, but I think it's off topic, so maybe that'll get brought up for another time. That's it. I'm out. Peace.